Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to another episode of Dirty Dog Trucking on ATS. It is now Thursday morning at 8:17 a.m., and we are in Tallahassee, Florida. We're going to pick up a load here. Hopefully, we're going to go somewhere. The shortest load that I see is actually over to Alexandria, Louisiana, which is 11 hours and 45 minutes. The rest of these are going to be longer than that. There's 18 hours. There's Tacoma. That's a long trip. That's 54 hours, 22 hours, and 39 hours, 40 hours. So we're going to go to Alexandria, Louisiana today with a set of doubles for bitumen going to rail export of sand. We're going to haul doubles. So let's go over and pick up that load and get on the road.
Let's go.
Let's go. We will. Thank you. Now, I do like this garage a little bit better than the others because, look, we can pull out. We can actually see down the road. If you remember some of the other garages that we have, you can't see. It's right on the road, and you have to pull out into traffic in order to
Turn
see.
right. Turn left.
The mailbox, you don't see those too often. Old school parking meters. You don't see mailboxes and payphones much anymore. I have seen them in this game, but I haven't seen them not in real life. Good Lord, I think we're going to discover the Peterbilt dealer. Is that a Peterbilt dealer up there? We're going to discover the back end of a trash truck. I know that. Good Lord, we're going to discover a Peterbilt dealer here in Tallahassee. Look at that. Wow. Cool. You know, I do like my Peterbilt trucks. This is a Kenworth, by the way. And the reason this is a Kenworth is because I like the supersized sleeper. And they didn't have any Peterbilt ones that I could find anywhere. Now, I did want to talk about downloading the mods. Downloading mods is easy.
Go straight.
Because unless you get them from Steam, which is recommended, you can't really download them. I went to find Canadream and Viva La Mexico, or Viva Mexico, whatever it's called. And every time I went to download it, the other day, they had malware with them. My computer scanned for that and found malware. If you don't know what that is, that's malicious software that's put into another file. And of course,
Get ready to turn left.
They wanted to change your. Not paying attention. And then you had to change your web browser, and you had to change your search engine, and
turn
all
left.
that nonsense. And so, I don't like that. Then I went yesterday and I looked at Canadream, and the place where apparently everybody has their
Finally, we are here.
everybody has their mods put on this site, and somebody had listed it as because when I exited out every time the other day, there was porn.
Ready to roll.
So yeah, that's not a it's not a good thing. Okay, there's our load right there. Okay. So, yeah. So anyhow, that's where we are. Let's not hit the trailer. Let's take the trailer. I believe we picked up at a place like this before, and it was very difficult to pick up this load with this truck. We might have to do something a little different here. I remember this the other day, and it was very difficult to pick this thing up. We have a very long truck. Yeah, we might have to do something a little different here. I remember this. I remember this load the other day. We picked up at a place just like this, and it was double sand. It was a while back, but it was. We're gonna have to pick it up at an angle from the other side, so that we're aiming the right way to get out. But if we don't, we're not going to get out of here.
Time to get the job done.
We haven't even got the trailer yet. We get the job done. We haven't got the trailer. I remember this one. I remember picking up a load very similar to this. And it was not fun getting this trailer hooked up. I do remember that. Hopefully we can pick it up at an angle, enough of an angle that we can still get out of here. We did. See?
Time to hit the road.
Now we can hit the road. I do remember this. I remember it was hard getting out of here too. You have to go very, very wide because you have a building over there on the left too. And with double trailers, the trailers don't back up like normal single trailers would. So we have to go very, very wide. Yeah, we know. So that back trailer doesn't hit the building.
Turn right.
I think we got it. That was a very difficult one to get out of with this big truck. Now, if we had the normal cab, like normal people, then yeah, we could probably do better, right? We're going to pause for just a second. I need to go get a drink in real life, and I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I have my drink. We're ready to go. Now, this is a 11-hour and 45-minute run, but I did notice on the board that we have 27 hours to deliver it. So, if we have to take a 10-hour break, we can do that. We shouldn't have to, but never say never, right? Okay, here we go. Never say never. You know, we could get out there and something happen, have a detour, or it get dark before we get there and I want to take a break. We can do that on this trip because we have 27 hours remaining on this trip. The trip is only 11 hours and 45 minutes, so that would give us a good 10-hour break and allow time for accidents and detours and all those wonderful things that always seem to happen to me. And I think probably true with every trucker. I think that in real life, things happen, don't they? If you've driven a truck in real life, you'll know that things don't always go according to plan. This should be a pretty easy trip. Once we get on I-10 up here, we'll just shoot straight across I-10, then we go to Louisiana, and then we shoot north on, I don't know what road it is. I don't know what highway we'll be on. but we will go north, and we'll be in Alexandria, Louisiana. Now, I do know somebody that lives in Alexandria, Louisiana, so Tony, if you're watching,
Get ready to turn left.
which should be pretty cool. If you're watching, hey, it's been a lot of years since I've seen you, but yeah, I do know someone that lives there.
Turn left.
Let this car get out of the way. There you go. If you don't stop back a ways, they won't move. Hopefully there's not another one coming out. We're going to need some room here to get through there. Oh, thank you. There was one, but he stayed back. There you go. They don't always do that. They don't always do that.
Turn right.
You might hear my videos in the background. I've got them playing. You might hear some of it in the background, but that's okay. It's not copyrighted. We're okay. You might hear one of my other videos back there. For Dirty Dog Trucking. Again, if you get a chance, go check out Peterbilt 352 RV. It's my other channel. Check it out. Subscribe, like, share. I need all the attention I can get over there. This channel seems to be doing better with subscribers and views than that channel. And I guess I understand that because I put up a lot more videos on this channel than I do on that one. I put up daily videos on this one Monday through Friday. On that channel, I put up videos when I work on the RV.
Go straight.
Or there's something going on with the RV. I just picked up my first sponsor on that channel. And I'll give a shout out over here. It's Super Clean. So if you have anything needs clean, that is some really good cleaner. And I'm not just saying that because they sponsor me. I don't do that. I won't do that. If they send me a product and it's garbage, I will tell you it's garbage. But in this case, it's not. I tried it before, and I loved it. I mean, the grease just ran off. I put it on a fuel tank, and you know, if you have a diesel and the fuel overflows sometimes or it spills, it builds up on the tank. And in the case of the 352 RV. It was pretty thick. I've been on there for years, and I sprayed this on it, and it just ran right off. And I was very impressed that this stuff was that good. So apparently they saw my video and asked if they could send me some more products, and they did. So if you want to see what that's all about, those videos should already be up by the time you see this, because again, those videos are not scheduled like these. These are scheduled ahead of time. And the rotation of these videos depends on when I play the game and where I'm at on existing uploads. This video will probably be seen on July 13th, maybe. I do keep a list of that over here. And I see it as being
Go
July
straight.
13th, so. So, we're about to get on the interstate up here, and we'll make up some time, I hope.
Stay left, and then turn
Hopefully
left.
we will, folks. Hopefully.
Okay, let's find a new route.
We haven't got to the road we're supposed to turn left. Why
Stay left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Wow. Wow. All I can say is wow. So, boys and girls, we might need to take a little bit of a break here because there's somebody else's video playing now, and I don't really want to get into copyright infringements with them or get into any discussion with them about that. Oh, let's turn before we hit the sign. Pensacola. So we should discover Pensacola today, folks. Steering me back to where it was. Wow. Let's go set that too. Might take another break up here and go set that and change the volume on the videos over there so that we don't get into somebody else's videos on my videos. And I don't know if you can hear that in the background. It's pretty loud. I don't know why this mod has a lot of trees that overhang the road. There seems to be a theme here. But anyhow, we're going to take a real quick break here and go and fix what needs to be fixed. Okay, we're back. I did reset the steering again while I was out. That was not another video. That was one of my videos with music in the background that I had put up. So we were good. There wasn't going to be any copyright infringement. Like I said, I did reset the steering on this one. Hopefully, it will be a little bit better. We're on Interstate 10 going west. The next city should be Pensacola. And then from there, we'll go into Louisiana. And then we'll head north up to Alexandria, Louisiana. And drop off this load. And then we'll go off camera and buy some more garages, because we should be able to pick up Pensacola and Alexandria at least. I don't know what else, what other cities we go through that we can buy garages. And then we will check the garage to see if we can do repairs. Now I did notice on the map, when you look at the map, it will have the little wrench, red wrench on it if you can do repairs. That shows you where the shops are. And I noticed on the map it does not have the wrench, but when you get to the garages, you can pull up and there's
Go
a wrench.
straight.
Now what that means is that you can do repairs. So you can do repairs at your own garage now, which I absolutely love that idea. I never understood why it wasn't on there in the first place. And I don't know, again, I don't know if that's on the paid mod. It is on the unpaid mod, which is what we're using now, coast to coast. And I will tell you, I've said this before and I'll tell you again, that I will buy the other states when SCS comes out with the other states. That's a way to support them. I love the game and I will support them. Hopefully it will not conflict with this version of CS coast to coast. So hopefully, I don't know how that's going to respond. You know, are we going to run into a problem because I already have Colorado and Idaho with this version of coast to coast, and if they put up the SCS, how is that going to affect us? Because we now, at that point, we will have 2 Colorados and 2 Idahos. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to find out. We're going to pass this vehicle. I'll go ahead and set my cruise control. And now we're just going to fly across I-10. Now I have never, in real life, I've never been on this road. I've never been on I-10. I've never been to Pensacola, Tallahassee. Never been to Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. I have been, again, I've been in 31 states in real life, but I have not been in these states. So, at least in the game, I'd say I have been. I have been in Florida. I just have not been across I-10. Been in Florida a number of times. The steering seems to be a little bit better, but then we're going faster too. I don't know, we'll see when we get into the city what it does. Because, you know, as you go faster, the steering seems to change than it does when you're going slower, which is very real life, right? I don't like how slow it goes, that you have to stop to turn the wheel in town, but I don't like it that it's, you know, out of control either, where you touch it and you're off, you know, running over the ducks over in the pond. You know, I don't like that, but again, it's all in the settings. I think you have to just keep playing with it till you get the setting that you like. And Trucker Clay and I have talked about that it takes a while to get the settings, but once you get them, you get them. hopefully, as long as you don't download more mods that mess them up. That seems to be the case, is when I download a mod, it always seems to affect the steering and the brakes. Now this truck has 560 horsepower. That could affect the steering as well, because you have more power. You know, you're going faster when you start out than you are if you have a 370 horsepower smaller engine. But I like this mod. You know, it's pretty cool. It is what it is, right? I mean, you get to travel across different states, and I like that. I don't like the fact that you have to take, most of your loads are long loads. I do like the shorter loads sometimes, just because of the videos. You know, you don't always want to sit here and watch an hour-long video. And I don't always want to sit here and play for a long trip. Sometimes I like the shorter ones. And the shorter ones might be good. Like I know that there was a load today going from Raleigh down to Fayetteville, North Carolina. I saw it on the load board. And it was an oversized load, which would have been cool. But by the time we had teleported in, the time for that load would have been over. And I like the idea of going from where you drop off to where you pick up. You know, you drop off somewhere, you pick up in the same city or nearby, and keep it more realistic that way. That's not to say that I won't teleport somewhere if there's a super cool load that I think would make a good video. But as a rule, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to drive like it's a real truck, like this is real life. And we're going to drop off in Tallahassee. We're going to pick up in Tallahassee if we can. Not necessarily always going to happen that way. We may have to drive to Valdosta or somewhere else to pick up a load. And that's real life too. You know, the loads that you want are not always in the cities where you are. Sometimes you have to deadhead, or bobtail in this case, to pick up the next load, and that's okay too. You know, it's all real life. But the goal for me is to keep it as real as I can, as far as how the driver drives the truck, and that includes loads, deliveries, pickups, all of that good stuff. You know, includes fuel, breakdowns, which, you know, I haven't had a breakdown yet. Yes, I have. I have had a breakdown. I'm sorry. I have had some breakdowns and I had to call the wrecker to come get it. I have had some. And those are costly.
Go straight.
Those are costly. Because the tow trucks are not cheap. When you have to get hooked up, that's not cheap. I know on the Peterbilt 352 RV, one time I ran out of fuel. The gauge said a quarter of a tank. I thought I still had fuel, and I was probably maybe 50 yards from my driveway or from my house, and the RV cut off. And so they brought me some fuel and jump started the batteries. It cost me $175 for that, just to get it back in the yard. And I asked the guy, so how much would it cost if you had to hook it up to the wrecker and tow it somewhere? He said it's $3 at that time, and this was back in the early 2000s. He said it would be $1,500 just to hook up to it. And then it's $3 a mile from wherever he is when you call him until he gets back to where he was when you call him. So in other words, you're going to pay him to come to you wherever you are, Pensacola discovered, and you're going to pay for the tow, and you're going to pay for him to go back to wherever he was. So, you know, that could get very expensive. That could get very expensive. Let's slow down because our steering's not necessarily working that great here. Oh, it is. It is working okay. Okay. You want to kill that driver there or kill me. So, you know, when you get hooked up to a wrecker, yeah, you're going to pay the price. It's not cheap in real life, and it's not cheap in the game. So, You know, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to have a breakdown or a reason to call the wrecker. That can eat into your pocket. Of course, we're cruising along here at 70 miles an hour, so the steering is a little bit more sensitive. But that's okay. That's okay. We can always slow down. Well, I was cruising at 70, but my cruise control cut off. This truck is very good on fuel. I don't know if that's realistic or not. I know we can go quite a ways on a couple $100 worth of fuel. I don't think it's very realistic, but you know we had to do it, right? You knew it. You knew it. You knew we were going to do it. You have to do it when you go in the tunnel. You have to blow the horn. That's the rule. Well, you're pretty good on that car. Wasn't too shabby there. Now we should also possibly discover Mobile, Alabama.
Stay right, and then exit right.
Oh, I'm gonna exit up, I guess. Yep. Okay. Just slow down because we don't want to overshoot the exit and
Exit right.
not be able to stop when we get up to the stop sign either. If there is one. I don't think there is one. I think we're about to bypass something here. Now we are probably close to our 80,000 pounds again. We have about 40,000 in the trailer. I think it was 39,000 something. I did check the weight on this one. So we're going to struggle a little bit to get up hills. I did like the truck when I had the 842 horsepower engine, but it was just too much power. You know, I liked it because you could start and stop easier. You had the power to pull these loads, but it was just a little bit too much power. Okay, we're not bypassing. We just went around something that wasn't really called a bypass. We are in Louisiana, folks. Alabama. We're in Alabama. Sorry, we're in Alabama. We're in Alabama. We're going to go across to Louisiana. And then we're going to go north to Alexandria, Louisiana. Again, I might, if this were real life, I'd stop by and see Tony, but I don't think there's a place for my fake truck in his yard. So, I'm probably not going to be able to stop and see him today. Oops, Food Line. That's something realistic because Food Line is in these states. I don't know if they're in Alabama. I don't know. I don't recall seeing them in Alabama. I know they're in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. I'm going to stop at the scale. Well, we're going to know how much we weigh, don't we? Okay. I'm going to stop up here at the scale. I believe we're in Mississippi. What in the world? We shouldn't be in Mississippi. Are we? I don't know. Why we're in Mississippi?
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
You do that. You do that while we're stopping here at the scale. You find us a new route. Wait for FedEx to get off the scale. Okay, now it's our turn. 94,000. Whoa! What in the world? How are we at 94,000 pounds, folks? That load was only 39,000. What? Okay, well, it is what it is, right? That's why we're struggling to go up the hill. My goodness. We shouldn't be struggling going up hills with 80,000. But apparently we're 94,000 pounds, which I'm not sure where they got that from. Because this load was only like 39, just under 40,000. And our truck is not 54,000 pounds. Wow. That's different. Weirdness, folks. I'm telling you, it's weirdness. Okay. I don't know why that sign said welcome to Mississippi. I'm going to have to put that one on the list here. Because this would actually be, if anything, it's Louisiana. I don't know. Maybe it is Mississippi. You know what? I think it is Mississippi. Because you go to Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and then Texas. So yeah, maybe, okay. We are. That's correct. My bad. My geography's off today. That's correct. I've never been to Mississippi either, by the way. I've been to Texas. I haven't been to these states down. I've been down to what we call the Gulf states. I've been to Florida, but I have not been up on the Gulf handle. I've been on the Panhandle, they call it. I haven't been there, not in real life. So, would like to go to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. That'd be cool. Big party time. Not a big partier. Not a big partier, but I'd like to go just because I want to say I've been there. Not a big party person. Okay. So we could drop that sand off there. He could use it. We wouldn't have to go all the way to Alexandria. I don't think they'd like that. Gulfport, Mississippi. Oh my gosh. We're going to discover Gulfport here in a second. Yeah, I was thinking Mississippi was the other side of Louisiana, but that's not true because Shreveport.
Stay left.
Is very close to the Texas border, up in that corner. Not right on the border, but close enough. So yeah, that's true. They are correct. It's Mississippi. I know one time before it said Arkansas, and I joked and said Mississippi, and so maybe that fits in with that. I don't know. But anyhow, we are cruising across Mississippi. I don't know what they call the Mississippi Delta. I've heard that term, but I don't know exactly where that is. I don't know if that's down on the Gulf. Is that what they call the Mississippi Delta? I don't know. Might be something to look up. Might be something you can Google. Leave it in the comments. Oh, Lord, here we go. I've been tempted to do one of these live, but I don't know. I don't know, folks. I don't know if I can handle that because I would be embarrassed if I wrecked the truck, or I'd have to laugh it off and pretend I did it on purpose or something. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do some of these live? Because I can do them live on YouTube. Excuse me. Get a drink here. Seem to have a frog in my throat this morning. Ribbit. Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't know. What do you think? Should I do a live video? I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Like I said, I can, but I'm not sure I'm ready for that yet.
Stay left.
You can also do them on Twitch, which is, again, is live. And that's probably why I haven't done them on Twitch, because I'm not ready to do live video. I don't want to embarrass myself in the way I drive. With this, I can edit out the mistakes, and you never know. On live, it's out there for the world to see, folks. And I don't know if I'm ready for that. So, that's how it is. I might do a live video. It'd be kind of cool in a way. I have several subscribers, and when you do live videos, you pick up subscribers because people see it live and they join in. It could be a good way to pick up some subs. So, I don't know. Contemplating. Not sure which way I want to go with that. I see my drivers down there making money for me. Thank you very much. Still confused how that one woman lost
Stay
money on
left.
the load. I don't know. I hadn't seen anything on the message boards that would indicate why that happened. But for some reason, she lost $1,128 or something like that. I don't remember the amount. That sounds like it's about right. She had taken a load of, I believe it was cars, and she lost money. Usually when they do that, it's because they head back empty. It's the only time I've seen that. But in this case, it said she had a load and still lost money. And I've never known the other trucks to break down or whatever. So I don't know why that happened. I'm curious if anybody knows, leave it in the comments. I'd love to know. Love to know why somebody loses money in the game when it's
Get ready to exit right.
in her case, she would not have been towed. In my case, I could have been towed. I could have,
Exit right.
happened with mine. But in her case, she wouldn't have that. Now, this says exit right, and the GPS says go straight. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Why did GPS have me going straight, and this is getting me to turn to the right? What are we doing, folks? What's going on here?
Finding new route.
And now it's got us going back. What in the world? Don't. Well, this is why we have the extra 27 hours, I guess. Okay. Thank you, GPS. I'm going to start calling it like JJ the Trucker. JJ the Trucker calls his the Nagavator. But this thing is not right. Let's pull off here and see how far up here they want us to go to get turned around. But I'm not going to go clear up to Virginia to get turned around here, folks. Exaggerating. Okay, let's look at the map and see what they got. Let's go look at the map and see what they got us doing here. Good Lord, they got us going all the way up to Macomb and back. What in the world did they do? And we can't go up here and turn left because there's no road connecting. So, we're going to do the only thing I know to do. Y'all see it coming? Make that U-turn and go on back. I'm not going all the way up to Macomb and then turn around. Oh, why did they do that? You know, you don't know which one to follow when it says turn right. Do you do that or do you stay true to the GPS? I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is we're not going to do this. Yeah, of course there'll be a lot of cars coming now when they make a U-turn. Oh, there goes the tow truck going out to make him a big $1,000 check. You know, I do know that if you roll one of these trucks over or you get in a really bad bind, those costs add up. I've seen bills as high as $15,000 or $20,000 to tow a truck. You know, you flip it over, that's a huge bill. So, not sure that I want to do that in the game, or in real life. It's certainly not in real life. In the game, yeah, I've done that actually. I had somebody pull out in front of me and I flipped the truck over, but I didn't have it towed, so I'm going to make a U-turn right here with doubles. What do you think of that? We're going to make a U-turn in the interstate with doubles. I'm surprised they let us do that. I'm very surprised they let us do that. I have gone off-road before with this, and you get to a certain point, it stops you. If I rode over there by those trees, and I'm sitting, by the way, I'm sitting pointing at those trees like you're here. But if I were over there by those trees, it stops you before you get to them. You can't go off road. Not too far. You can go a little bit, not too far. But we are going to do this little illegal U-turn thing, and nobody saw us, right? Don't tell anybody. Okay, but yeah, we're not going all the way up to Macomb and back down. I don't know why it did that. I should
Stay right, and then exit right.
I guess the rule is to follow the arrows, not follow the
Exit
not
right.
follow this guy's voice. Apparently, he had us exiting right when we went on the exit right. We got to go down the highway a little bit further to exit right. So, again, in the paid version, when you go off the road like this, you know, where my tires are on the median, you would hear the rumble strips. Where over here in this version, they don't have them. But I did put them on the other one so you know when you're off the road. Or they're on the other one so you know when you're off the road. I didn't put them on there. They're on there. Okay. That's what I was trying to make. Well, some of these drivers don't make a lot of money. And some of them make, I mean, huge amounts. I don't know what causes that or where that comes from. Oh, we're going to stay in the right lane because we're going to get off up here. This says we're on Highway 12. I believe we're still on 10, folks. I don't think this is 12. I think this is 10. There is no Interstate 12. So, this is Interstate 10. Another aesthetic change they can make. And I believe we're in Mississippi.
Stay left.
Stay left. Okay. We can do that. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Okay, so we're in Louisiana. I don't know where that was. I don't know where that said 12. Oh, maybe we are on 12. It looks like 10's up here. Okay. Somehow we got off of 10. Oh, I guess we could. Well, no, I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused again, folks. I'm confused again. I know I stay confused, right? People that know me will tell you that. Didn't used to. Didn't used to. I used to be, used to have a really good memory. And then several years ago I had an incident, and they call it a medical situation. They never ruled it as a stroke, but I can tell you that I don't have the memory I did. And I don't have the mobility that I did. So, I've always had bad mobility because I broke my back when I was 18. But my memory is just shot. Not what it used to be. But I'm not that old. I'm 61 years old. I'll tell you that. I'm 61. I'm not ancient. Not young, but not ancient. Shouldn't be having memory issues, but I think that comes from that medical situation they called it. Yeah, they didn't call it a stroke. They called it a medical situation. So, what is this we're going over? I don't see a sign. It's not the Mississippi River because we're not in Mississippi now. We're in, well, maybe it's just a bayou. I don't know. Louisiana has bayous. I don't know if I want to pass this guy or not. Yeah, I think we do. I don't want to get in the left lane and find out I have to be in the right lane. But we are going to exit up here somewhere. And we have to, as Sir Jambon would say, we have to overtake them. And we are going to get off up here, so I'm going to go move over. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. We get in the wrong lane, we're going to end up missing our turn. And
Stay right,
going
and then exit right.
a little close to that car, but hopefully they won't stop.
Exit right.
And they will. They do that when they turn. Sometimes they come to a complete stop, folks. Okay, now we're on 49. Okay. I don't know this area, so I don't know if that's true or not. I just know what this GPS is telling me. I don't know. I don't know this area at all. I haven't looked on the real map to see if there is a 49. I like the way they do that. When you come in there, you don't have anywhere to check for traffic. Okay, Alexandria's ahead with Shreveport beyond that. We're kind of making our way around the map, just playing around, checking out the different states. No real rhyme nor reason. We're not choosing loads based on where they go. We're choosing loads on what's available. Before, when I was on the West Coast on the paid mod, I wanted to make sure I hit every city. Well, that would be a little more difficult when you have 41 states and not 7. Get off at this exit, though. I don't think so. Look at that, they tell us to get over right at the exit on the GPS. Wow. Isn't that nice? Oh, there's a helicopter. Slow down, might be a police helicopter. Checking for speeders. We're not speeding. We are going to hit this car if they don't get going. Oh, okay, that's what they're checking on. You hear the helicopter? I can hear it in the background real faint. If I opened the window, you probably would have heard it. Okay. Oh, we're almost there. I see it coming up on the GPS. We did pretty good. Only an hour and 19 minutes away. Hour and 19 minutes, it's already on the GPS. Wow. Folks. GPS is stretched out there, isn't it? We'll get up here and we will sign off and we'll go buy some more garages and kind of look around and, all that good stuff. It's all good. It's all good. We are coming into Alexandria, Louisiana at 36 miles an hour, 39 miles an hour. Yeah, we're coming in there. It's a bit slow, going up a little bit of a hill. I can't believe we're 94,000 pounds. I don't know. That's seems strange when that trailer should only be 39.9. I think it's like 39.910, I think, something like that. Unless I read it wrong. I don't know. The only way we could be 94,000 pounds if that was like 69.9, not 39.9. We do have 2 trailers, so we could be almost 70,000 pounds. It seems, I don't know what my truck weighs empty. Maybe I should do that, go weigh it empty and see what it weighs empty or with a load of fuel. I think I might have done that, but I don't know what it was. I think I did check it when it was empty. I don't know what it was. Oh, doesn't help, does it? We're going to take this load today. And like I said, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to buy some more garages for the cities that we just passed through where garages are available. Buy some more trucks to hire drivers. I'm going to buy drivers, hire drivers. Although you do kind of buy them because you have to pay $1,500 to the recruiting agency for each driver. But that's not buying the driver. And, oh my gosh, no. Hope this is sand. Hope it's a windstorm coming off that field and not rain. Looks like we might have something going on up here. Oh my gosh, we're going 80 miles an hour, folks. Good Lord. Slow down. Wow. This truck did have a 65 mile an hour speed limit and I changed that because it was really too slow. Some of the states were 70 and 80 miles an hour and we were struggling to go 65 and then we were late because we didn't get there on time. And sometimes you have to go the speed limit to get there on time.
Stay right and then exit right.
Slow down because I know when we get to this ramp.
Exit
You
right.
know how much room you have to slow down before you get to the light or stop sign or whatever. We go to the left a little bit here because we got a wide turn.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Okay, look real quick. Nobody coming. Okay. Well, that said yield and this says stop. So I'm going to look again. I know they will sneak up on you. I'll make sure there's nobody for a little bit because we got a wide turn here. Got two trailers. We got to get around there. Oh Lord, there they are. There's the people. Hopefully they're back far enough. Yep. Okay. Sometimes they creep up there and then you run into an issue. So luckily they didn't do that. We're about 12 minutes away from our delivery. I'll go buy a garage, or 2 or 3 or 4, however many of them we can buy in the city we just discovered. I don't know how many garages are available. We did discover some new cities, you remember that, so we'll go check the garage list, the purchases, and see where we can buy a garage. We'll buy garages and hire more drivers and get more trucks and do it again tomorrow. Now I don't know if when I get the, if I had to drop this mod for some reason, if this mod was no longer working for us.
Stay left, and then turn
I
left.
wonder what happens to all those drivers and trucks and all the money that I've made. Does that all go away too? I don't know.
Turn left.
Because if you don't have the garages, and then you go to if you drop mods, and the way the game works, if you drop some mods, meaning you disable them, then when you go to load the next time, it might tell you that, wait for this car to get out of my way. It might tell you that you have, hopefully it will pull out. Trying to go wide here, I think we went too wide. Yes, we did. We went way too wide on that. Way too wide. Can't do too much of that because those trailers are jackknifing back there. Well, I'm going to get the wheel to turn here. Pressing the button, it's just sitting there. It's not turning at all. Well, we went wide enough to get around that car, though, didn't we?
Get ready to turn right.
Okay, that's called Volta something. Okay, that's what the new car dealership
Turn right.
is. Remember, it was called Tesla. We had Tesla on here. But for some reason, all of those were done away with. Not sure why that is. Again, I think it probably, if I had to guess, I would say it was trademark violation.
Get ready to turn left.
Get ready to turn left.
Turn left.
Here or at the light? Not sure which one we're going to turn left at. Well, we're not going into Eddie, so it must be the light. Must be the light. I don't want to have to back up because you're not going to back up with this truck. Not with these doubles on here like that. Get that truck to go around there. There you go. Well, no, you're not. You're
Turn
not
right.
up there, buddy. We're going right in here, and you can do whatever you need to do.
Here we are, safe and sound.
And well, we're gonna let them have this one because there's no way I can get that trailer in there. Although I'm curious where they're gonna make us park it. No, we're not able to get in there. We're crooked back there already. So we made it. No late fee. We made it. Picked up a few experience points. Not sad like the other one where we were late. And so, boys and girls, we've done another one. And we're going to see what job they have coming out of here just real quick. Just curious. We have Clayton, New Mexico and Alamogordo, New Mexico. Okay. No, we're not going to be hauling out of here. So we're going to call it a day. We're going to go buy some garages, hire some drivers, buy some trucks, get going on these garages so we can make more money so we can buy more stuff. And we will see you on the next one. I appreciate y'all riding along on this one. It's a little bit of a long video. I apologize for that, but it is what it is. You know, you take the loads you can get, and some days are longer than others. And I appreciate you following along. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video. And do the same over on Peterbilt 352 RV. And we will see you on the next one. We'll see you when we see you.